Transformers Earthspark has officially ended, so I thought I'd do a series review of this whole show because this is a show that when it came out, I kind of just watched it the first season in the background. And when it got to season 2, I was like, oh, I'm starting to actually vibe with this show and actually like it a lot more. Season 3, I enjoyed as well. And then I got to, uh, you know, to really enjoy this show. Season 4 isn't really a season. It's only two separate Paramount Plus specials, one of them being 44 minutes and the other one being a full hour. So basically you get 2 hours worth of content, which is pretty cool in a way, but it still sucks that we're not going to get another season of this show and the show is over. And I think a lot of that has to do too with the fact that, of course, when companies make shows like this, they are made to sell toys, right? They're not going to make a Transformers show and not make a bunch of toys. And it seems like maybe the toys didn't sell that well, and Paramount and Nickelodeon, are under new ownership, so maybe they just weren't super interested in the show. Whatever it is, um, it's just we're not going to get more. I really enjoyed this show. I will say this is a very different show. Like, for a lot of this show, Megatron is not a villain in the show at all. He actually tends to, help out in certain episodes. There's different villains in this show, and so that already gives it a unique basis. Also, most of the show is about these kids who have this kind of link to these Autobots that, and they're like younger kids. So it's clearly going for a younger kid feel, right? Because why else would you make kids the main characters? But they're actually kind of charming kids because they have a really good like sibling bond in the show. It's not like amazing or anything, but it's just enjoyable. And they grow throughout the show, like characters age. One of them gets a relationship, and that relationship builds over multiple episodes. Things like that, and it's really sweet stuff. And it's just, cool to see like a healthy brother-sister relationship in a show like this. The Transformers are cool and they're entertaining. And, and, it's also cool because it shows like a more like day-to-day adventures with these characters hanging out in this town and doing fun stuff. And I just really enjoyed a lot of that. And it does actually advance and change as the show moves on. And somewhat it gets more serious and characters age and progress. And I think that's why I was kind of sad that it wasn't getting more seasons, because it felt like a show that, man, maybe they weren't given the full ability to do all the things that they wanted to, where maybe executives didn't really like the fact that the characters were aging and changing so much. So maybe they just did less of that, because, maybe we could have gotten to a show where they're like 15, 16-year-olds, kind of like, there's Ben 10, the original series, and the next series, he's a little bit older, right? Things like that. I don't know. I wish we'd gotten to see something like that out of this show, but I don't know if that's what the creators intended or not. But yeah, I mean, it's a good show. I recommend it. All the episodes are out now. You got essentially 3 seasons and 2 movies to watch, all on Paramount Plus now. If you like Transformers, And then also while you're there, I mean, I know I'm not the first person to say this, but there's going to be more until more people watch this movie. Check out Transformers 1, because it's fucking awesome. Just saying.